Gytis, your Xavier debut, and it was an impressive one, turning in a double-double. I mean, just what was that atmosphere like for you tonight and to play in front of this crowd for the first time?
It felt amazing, amazing fans, amazing atmosphere. I mean, I always trying to play hard. I'm not new in basketball and just trying to do my best every game. So that's it.
Desmond, what was the key for you guys? I think you went on a 17-3 run there in the first half after maybe a sloppy start with a few early turnovers. What was the key to that?
Yeah, our key was to just continue to try to get stops, try not to foul, keep the pressure on the other team. Robert Morris, I felt like they did come prepared, but, we stuck to our game plan. We did what our game plan was, and, we executed.
Good to see you, fellas. So, Des, I was just wondering, since there's, it seemed this game there was just a lot less playing out of the post. Do you feel more freed to attack and kind of create out of pick and roll situations with that new kind of element as opposed to having Nunji and Fremantle and those guys in there last year?
Yeah, I mean, this team is different than, last year's. Obviously, we're still working through some things, and, all depends on personnel, and that's what Coach does he does it really well, draw up plays for guys. And, I want to say that we don't necessarily, throw it in, but, like I said, depending on our personnel, coaches adjust. So,
thank you. Congrats, fellas.
thank you.
Des, how would you describe what Gytis brings to the team?
He brings a lot. Like you said, he plays hard. He tries to do his best. Obviously, a double-double. First time coming to America, first college game. It's pretty good. We needed him, and I think he performed really well. A lot of rebounds. A lot of second shots. A lot of he scored. So he brings a lot to this team, and we're gonna need him.
Gytis, how is this environment different from what you experienced at home in Lithuania?
I don't think it's a lot difference, but it's a really faster game. So I needed to get used with it, but I think now I'm getting used. I think even the physicality is at the same level. So you need to be strong, tough, and don't let anybody go over you.
Des, you can speak to this, I think, a little bit. Closing out is something that maybe you guys did not do as regularly as you would like to last couple of years, but tonight you were up by 6 and then you expanded the lead in the second half. How much of a point of focus do you think that's going to be for this team?
A big focus. It all comes down to 10 4-minute wars, and, that last war is really key. That could go either way. So us just locking in, raising our level, started with me, Davion, and a few others. But, just locking in on that and keep applying the pressure to, outscore the other team and get stops. So.
One last question. Des, can you just actually speak a little bit on Davion and Quincy and what you guys got from them today? Obviously, big points for you guys on the stretch, but what was their contribution and how that felt for you guys in your first actual game together?
Yep. It felt good. Davion and Quincy brings a lot to this team. Defensively, I think we're better, at the guard spot. When we, and they're also experienced, as like our bench, most of them are freshmen and, from overseas. But, those guys been in college, they played in college. So just having other guys, also with a boo, but having other guys that know what it's like, at whatever college level, helps a lot. And, Q hit a big shot when they went to go zone. I think that kind of messed them up to make them go back to man. But and then Davion turned up defensively, and we all made the right plays at the end of the stretch of the game.